You know, we really live in a information age or an era of information overload. Certainly, we're bombarded with the research studies on the television news every night. We see the latest articles in newspapers and magazines and books. And then, of course, there's the internet that just bombards us with all sorts of health and nutrition and cancer information. What we'd like to do today is to raise your awareness about how choices that you make every day can affect your health. Don't these people look happy? They're all running and jogging. The key thing about exercise, I always tell our patients, is that you have to find something that you enjoy doing, because if you don't enjoy doing it, you'll find every excuse in the book not to do it. So what are your lifestyle choices? Do you smoke? Or are you exposed to secondhand smoke? Do you exercise? How do you eat? How do you fuel your body? Do you drink alcohol, and if so, how much? And then, of course, the sun exposure. Did you know that 30 to 40% of all adult cancers are linked to the foods we eat, the exercise we get, and how well we really watch our weight? Now, you may have seen these series of slides before. These come from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, but they're very interesting, and I'm starting back at 1994. This will show you, in terms of obesity in the United States, clearly the darker blue of the states, 15 to 19% of the population is obese, and you can see that Michigan falls right in there. Today, with all of the issues with obesity and overeating and that, we do live in what we call portion distortion. We live in a very fast-paced, fast food world today, and everyone is eating on the run. And it can really be hard not to eat too much. Certainly, cheap fast food chains and oversized plates are all around us. During the past 20 years, portions have doubled in restaurants. Take, for instance, this triple double burger or whatever. This sandwich alone is actually a sandwich made by one of the fast food restaurants, and it by itself is over 1,100 calories. So these are just some simple tips for you in terms of portion control. One of the easiest things that you can do is, when you are served in a restaurant, before you wait till the end of your meal, ask for a to-go box when it's served, and go ahead and cut half of your meal and put it into the box and put it away so you don't see it. You can certainly request a half order of an entree. Another thing you can do, obviously, is share an entree with a friend or a family member, or possibly even order an appetizer as your entree. Many restaurants, too, even though they say that the children's menu is only up to age 12, you can certainly ask for a child-sized portion, and most of the time you won't be refused. You can share a dessert also instead of getting your own. Food should be pleasurable, however, everything in moderation. So I thought it might be kind of fun to do a little bit of an interactive few questions here and check our nutrition IQ. So a typical 12-ounce can of soda, okay? I'm sure we've all had them, drank them. Just let's talk about how much sugar, we call it liquid sugar, is in a can of soda. 3 teaspoons of sugar, and actually I did these so you could actually get a visual on this. This is 3 teaspoons of sugar, okay? And you don't have to follow along in your booklet right now. 6 teaspoons of sugar. 10, and this would be a whole cup of sugar. Clearly, there are about 10 teaspoons of sugar in 1 can of soda, okay? And Certainly if it's grape, it's about 200 calories. If it's root beer, it's about 170. Some of the Sierra Mist, 7-Up, those might be about 140. So somewhere between 140 and 200 calories. We've had people, if the only thing they changed, and when they were trying to lose some weight, depending on how much soda pop they drank, the only thing they changed was they cut out their regular soda intake, they've lost weight. People just don't realize how much liquid calories we consume every day. How many of you remember the soda machine when it looked like this? And you had the bottles that came out? Well, now most of our soda machines have either a 20 or a 24-ounce bottle if it's not the cans. And how many of us actually share this 2.5 serving container with somebody else? Normally we don't, we drink the whole thing. Clearly a 20-ounce bottle, which is what this is, would be the 250 calories, and if you did the 24-ounce, you have 300. So it adds up very, very quickly. Overall, we really need to watch added sugars, syrups, and that are added to our foods and beverages during processing and preparation. Certainly, again, the soda pop, regular candy, cakes, cookies, and pies, fruit drinks, all of these things are really high in sugar, hence very high in calories. Now, it's not to say you can't ever have them. Again, you just need to have them in smaller amounts and in moderation.